Welcome to Homeschooling with Heart. My name is Stef. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I do appreciate it. If you are new to this channel, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for giving this channel a chance. And if you are not new, I appreciate you as well. I appreciate all the beautiful people that watch this channel. Thank you very much. Today, I'm going to go over learning language arts through literature, the Red Book. And boy, let me tell you, the Red Book, we're only about 9 weeks in, but let me tell you, there are some things going on in the Red Book. So let's chat about that, and then if we have time, there are a couple of other things that I want to go over regarding our curriculum. So if you are into that, if you would like to see some pictures of my family float past, I would love for you to meet me on the other side of this YouTube segment. For joining me. I appreciate it. Okay, so the Red Book. Now, I gave a thorough review of the Blue Book that we completed, and I'm going to put that right up there for you in case you're interested in taking a peek at that. I would appreciate it if you did. From the Blue Book to the Red Book, there has been a big jump. And I know that we are going up a level, but this seems to be a big jump. We're going from telling stories and, phonetic sounds and putting together a story, cutting and pasting, and his student activities being just that, student activities. We're going from that to here is your student book, here's your textbook, keep it with you, and follow along with me as I read. Here are some activities that you're going to do in this paragraph. You need to underline the nouns. You need to circle the descriptive word in this sentence. And then I need you to look at the picture and give me 4 descriptive words about the picture. I don't need you to go into the story. I don't need you to give me an explanation. I don't need you to be long-winded like Mimi. I just need 4 words from you. The lessons are a bit longer in the Red Book so far. The beginning review, I was discouraged at the very, very beginning because it was such a big jump. And he actually was excited. He really was, because he had his own book. He had his own little textbook, big textbook. He had his textbook, and he was very excited to be able to work in that independently, alongside me. Right? Until we started actually doing lessons. And then he became a little bit discouraged as well. There are a few things that I am keeping in mind. There are a few things that I am trying to work through. I love this program. I loved the Blue Book. And I love the Common Sense Press. I love the foundation, that they have written this curriculum, even to the smallest detail of if you're a beginning reader or you're even a fluent reader, at this level, if they don't know the word, it's okay to just, tell them the word. Don't make them sound it out. Don't do anything that may burst their confidence, not let them enjoy the reading process, right? So yeah, but there are a few things that I look at, that we all look at, right? He has to be learning from the curriculum. If he's not learning anything, I've got to find something else. He has to enjoy the curriculum. And because if he is just heck bent on not doing it, or we keep pushing language arts off because he is heck bent on not doing it and I'm not enjoying teaching it, then we have to look for something else. Now, that is not the case at the moment. We went through the review, and the review took us probably about 6 weeks to go through. So we are just now starting the actual lessons with the accompanying reader. The first 4 or 5 lessons were long, and they were there was a lot to it. He had to step up his game, and I had to step up my game. There was an assessment that I could have taken the assessment and then just went right on to the lessons, with his reader. But I wanted to go through the review and make sure that there wasn't anything that was going to be presented in the review that he would need to know going into the next lessons. And with the review, I thought I would get my bearings, before going into the actual lessons. So it was just kind of the review for him, but practice for me. And then turns out practice for both of us. Follow along with Mimi while I read this, and right now he's not really focusing. I mean, we're both looking outside like spring, but then it starts thunderstorming or sleeting or snowing or whatever it does here in Texas the last month or so. A lot of different pieces of the language arts puzzle being shifted around right now. I haven't been able to give you an update of our red book. We have only been doing it for about 8 weeks, and I did want to just hop on real quick and give you a little, rundown of how we are doing in the red book so far. If you have not subscribed to our channel right now, would be the perfect time for you to hit the red button and make it gray, as Remy says, and hit that like button if you are finding this video informative or helpful. Even if you are getting just a little bit out of this video, I'd love for you to hit that like button. That really does let YouTube know that somebody out there likes our content. They show it to others. As far as the red book goes, I don't know that I will ever find a curriculum like the blue book again. The red book may very well turn into something like the blue book. It won't be the blue book, but something like the blue book was just wonderful. It just fit, in almost every aspect. It just fit. The like I said earlier, the lessons are longer. The blue book, we were looking 15 to 20 minute lessons a day. This were 30, sometimes 40 minutes in a lesson. And again, that could be because, I'm not real familiar with the level yet. It could be the season, There could be a lot of different things factoring into why we're having a couple of issues at the moment. We're not having the 3 issues yet that I stated, but if we don't get on track soon, we very well could have those issues in the future. It's just one of those times where it's like you feel the curriculum kind of slipping away. You don't want to let go. You're not ready to let go because, you're not having these issues yet. But you can kind of sense that if something doesn't change or something doesn't give, that we will be having those issues. And I don't want that. I really don't want that, But as Remington evolves and gets older, his learning style, his learning personality is going to evolve and change with him. And I have to evolve and change with his learning style and, and his learning personality. The one thing that I am going to try and do is bring the language arts into our classroom to see if that helps his focus a little more. And I am going to try and do a little bit more review prior to, the next day's lesson. So I will be adding more of a weekly review into my Sunday night curriculum routine. Yeah. And making those changes just to see if it is indeed the curriculum itself, or if it's just some structure and, some things that we need to tweak here in our homeschool in order to do the curriculum. That's how much I love this curriculum, y'all, is I'm willing to, kind of make a little bit of changes here and there for us, especially because, he's liking it. He is learning, and I am enjoying teaching it. I can just sense that could go away if I don't make some changes. Nothing is the perfect curriculum, but this is a huge step from the Blue Book. If you want to flip through, let me know down in the comments, and I will be happy to give you a flip through so that you can kind of get a sense of what I'm talking about. I have a flip through of the Blue Book that I'll put right up there. It is an older version, but you can get a sense of what the Blue Book was compared to what this is. And I might even do a side-by-side comparison if that's something that you would be interested in watching. Let me know, and I'll be happy to do that as well. There you go. I hope that you have received some information from this video today. And again, if you did, if you wouldn't mind clicking that like button for me, I would appreciate it. And if you want to flip through or you want to see any of the information that we have here, let me know, and I will be happy to do one for you. Until we meet again, be good to each other.